On behalf of the Iowa Central Board of Trustees, let me first say that we are delighted that you are here to celebrate with us today. The Board of Trustees extends their warm welcome and heartfelt congratulations to each of you who have successfully completed your program of study. We are proud of your achievements and bestow upon you our very best wishes for continued future successes. We want to thank and acknowledge the families who are celebrating with us for your relentless support and high expectations. Without the love and support of families, it would be impossible to have the successes we're about to witness here today. Again, welcome, and may we enjoy this time together for many years to come. And now, to begin our ceremony, we would like to invite you to join us in a moment of silence to honor the faculty, staff, and students who have passed away during this academic year, and to honor those who have died in service to our country. Now, under the direction of Will Lopes, please welcome our Iowa Central Vocal Jazz Singers for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed in the twilight's last gleaming, whose proud stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Will, and thank you to the Vocal Jazz Singers. We would now like to take a moment to hear a few words from our Iowa Central administration. However, before doing so, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to extend a sincere thank you to our administrative team who has done an exemplary job during this pandemic and also during the absence of a president. They have continued to take care of their particular areas of the college as well as continue to move the college forward. And for that, the board is extremely thankful. Now let's hear from our administrative team.
After a challenging year with many difficult circumstances, it is great to be here to say welcome. Thank you to the families and friends joining us remotely to honor these graduates for their academic accomplishments. While we have faced tough days together, we have forged ahead. We are honored to congratulate you and celebrate your tremendous accomplishments.
While our Iowa Central team wishes circumstances were different and we could congratulate you in person, please know how proud we are of your accomplishments. We commend you on your resiliency and ability to achieve, and despite the impacts of these crazy times. Thank you and good luck.
At this time, we'd like to recognize administration, faculty, and support staff who have encouraged you along the way. We have an outstanding team here at Iowa Central who has gone above and beyond to ensure that our students are meeting their goals. This team has taken on new challenges to ensure that student needs are met and that we maintain our focus of being a student-centered college.
We normally have many alumni that join us for our annual ceremony. Tonight, we extend a virtual welcome to those at home, and we send a special thank you to all of our alumni that are working the front lines. We are grateful for all that you are doing during this pandemic. You make us proud, and we invite you to join us in celebrating our newest alumni as they graduate today.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, we extend our congratulations to you, our graduates. As you take your next steps and go out into the world, entering the workforce in careers you studied for here at Iowa Central, or continuing your education, we wish you great success. While you graduate today and start your next journey, we want to stay connected with you as alumni. We invite you to come back and visit, reconnect with faculty and staff, and keep us updated on how you are doing. With all sincerity, we are proud of you and we wish you all the best.
Thank you to the administrative team for their warm greetings. Now we welcome Student Ambassador Gavin Wadelick to present the Golden Triton Awards.
The Golden Triton Award is given to one faculty member and one staff member each year in recognition of their excellent service to Iowa Central Community College students. The recipient of this award are nominated by current Iowa Central students. Here is an excerpt from one of the nominations for this year's 2021 faculty recipient. He is an instructor that puts more time into teaching in the Professional Agricultural Student Organization than most would. Without him, the Professional Agricultural Student Organization would not be an on-campus club, and agricultural students would not have the same experience that we do right now if it was not for him. In his classroom, I feel that I am respected by him and that I can have an opinion. He makes being a student enjoyable. I have grown tremendously not only as a student, but as an individual and as an advocate for the agricultural industry. He goes above and beyond for his students and is there for them whenever they need him. I feel that behind every person is someone who believes in them no matter what, and I believe that not only should he be recognized, but also his family should be too. With Professional Agricultural Student Organization meetings being either early in the morning or late in the evenings to accommodate us students, those are times he could be spending with his family. Because of him, he has sparked my interest in agronomy and has made sure that I have the resources available to me to be successful and beyond. Iowa Central's agricultural program is very fortunate to have him as one of their instructors that will guide the future leaders and growers of tomorrow. It is my honor to present the 2021 faculty recipient of the Golden Triton Award to Mike Richards.
Thank you very much.
Next, we look at what one student had to say about this year's staff recipient. She has made a difference for me in the fact that she has made Iowa Central feel like a home to me. She does an amazing job of making sure our apartment buildings are clean for us whenever we move in during the fall, spring, and all year long. We see her in the hallways cleaning, and she always has time to stop to tell us hello and to have a good day. Before Christmas break, she tells all the students to drive and travel safe back home and that she will see us next year. Seeing a friendly face as we walk into the apartments can really make your day. Even with a mask on, we know that she is smiling underneath. Thank you for making us feel welcome and closer to home. It is my honor to present the 2021 staff recipient of the Golden Triton Award to Lori Sharp.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gavin, and congratulations to both of our Golden Triton Award winners. Next, I would like to introduce to you Student President Ruth Chalstrom, followed by All Iowa Academic Team and All USA Academic Team nominee Gabrielle Hackley to address the graduating class of 2021.
It is a pleasure standing here today addressing the class of 2021. When I was first told as president I'd be giving a speech, I thought, sure, why not? I can do that. But then I realized I've never given a graduation speech before. I don't know what it should consist of or how long it should be. So I did what any good college student would do. I Googled it. I typed in the search bar how to give the best commencement speech ever. And the never-failing Google gave me a list of things needed to make a great speech. First things on the list, Google it. Okay, first thing's done. I'm already on my way to a great commencement speech. Step number 2, keep it short and sweet. I can try, but no promises. Next step, number 3, make a list of people you'd like to thank. This one was easy. I was able to come up with a long list of people who I wanted to thank. Are you ready? Here we go. Thank you, Tech Department, for holding the whole college together and navigating the problems we faced with Zoom University. Thank you for always turning my big issues into something simple, like restarting my computer so it can update. Thank you to the grounds and maintenance staff for keeping Iowa Central beautiful and safe, for allowing us to walk on clean sidewalks to classes during these crazy cold Iowa winters. Thank you, support staff. Thank you to TRIO, advisors, activities, and library staff, just to name a few. You make our lives so much easier. Without your support and your care for us as students, our time here at Iowa Central would not be the same. Your support goes a long way after many hours of studying and little sleep. Thank you, Iowa Central administration, for showing just how strong Iowa Central is with your great leadership through these difficult times. You have given students the best education despite the obstacles. And finally, thank you, instructors. This has been a weird year for learning, but it has also been a weird year for teaching. Thank you for your patience, your understanding, and your dedication to Iowa Central students. Thank you, everyone at Iowa Central, for your hard work. On to step number 4. Say something inspiring. This one took me a little more time. What can I say that you haven't heard before? There's many amazing speeches, but those speeches were not about us. They were about other people. So my mission was, what can I say to Iowa Central students? My first thought was, don't talk about COVID. But how could I not? I think it's important to recognize our hard work. The fact that we are standing here today with a degree says something about us as students. We've learned so much through these challenging times. I mean, if someone were to tell me I could learn how to submit homework on 4 new programs in only a few days, I would have called them crazy. But I did it. We all did it. We mastered new ways of learning in only a short period. I tend to say that if something doesn't go our way, just blame it on COVID. But through these hard times, we've done things we didn't think were possible. Things that only a pandemic could have taught us. Things that we can take with us and apply to every aspect of our lives. Things in our jobs, in our homes, and our relationships. Think about how much stronger we are today because of the adversities we have faced in what feels like years. No matter what our future holds, transferring to another school or starting that job you've worked so hard for, our time here at Iowa Central during a world pandemic has changed our lives. Throughout this last year, I kept telling myself I can do it repeatedly, because if I did, I knew eventually it would come true. If COVID has taught me anything, it is that I am so much more capable than what I first imagined. My time starting here at Iowa Central was not an easy one, and I don't say that lightly. When I first came to Iowa Central, it changed my life. I was lost. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go, and it took me longer than most to take that first leap. But oh, how grateful I am that I did. You see, I didn't start here at Iowa Central as a college student, but as a HiSET student. High school wasn't something that came easy for me or that I enjoyed, which presented some challenges. I enrolled in the program of spring of 2019. After I finished that program, I knew I could not stop there. The staff saw something in me that I did not see in myself. And in the fall of 2019, I started my first college semester. In these last 2 years, I have learned so much and made so many friends. This ceremony would probably be double the time if I stood here and told you the name of every friend that has had an impact on my life. This is because Iowa Central feels like a home where everyone is a friend. I have learned the meaning of hard work, not only through the classes I've taken here, but also through the 2 jobs I've had on campus and the many different clubs I've been involved in. I feel confident going into the next chapter of my life because Iowa Central has made me the person that I am today. I can say with certainty we can all relate to this in some way. Through our classes, teams, theater, or band, one way or another, we have made it through this together, and we are better for it. For many of us, Iowa Central has been part of many firsts. The first time we lived away from home. The first time we've made our own decisions as adults. The first of many sleepless nights studying in the library with friends. These memories cannot be taken away from us, even in the midst of a world pandemic. The friends we've made here will always be part of our story. Now, according to Google, to give the best speech ever, you need to have a theme. And I think the theme that encompasses this speech the best is, we did it. We are so much stronger than we think. And COVID has proven that. We made it this far. Don't give up now. So many things could have stopped us, and it would have been perfectly justified, but we didn't. We fought and made those sacrifices needed to be done despite the odds. You have done a great job. Keep up the great work, because we did it.
Congratulations, fellow classmates in the class of 2021. We did it. Through an ongoing world pandemic, you continue to show up for yourself and your education. No matter how much this journey has challenged you, prepared you, and even shaped you, I just want to tell you that I am proud of you from one classmate to another, because together we did it. No matter what brought you to Iowa Central, whether you came here to play a sport, perfect your skill of art, or you came here as this was the perfect place for you, we are all leaving as new individuals who are ready to continue to be world changers. I transferred to Iowa Central Community College after my fall semester of my freshman year. I honestly had no idea what was in store for me and the opportunities that I would make for myself while I was here. Looking back on my 3 short but outstanding semesters that I had at Iowa Central, I am proud of my growth as an individual and the ways that I have expanded my knowledge. When I first stepped onto the Iowa Central campus to set up my schedule, my advisor, Kyla, was so welcoming and enthusiastic about what she does. She helped introduce me to Triton Nation and made me feel welcomed right from the start. I believe that Kyla reflects the faculty and staff of Iowa Central Community College, as there are so many individuals here that love their students and go out of the way to form a positive relationship. One of my most fond memories here has been all the time spent in a greenhouse growing a variety of crops. My passion for agriculture has only grown throughout my time here, and I credit that to one of my instructors, Mike Richards. From the start, Mr. Richards has been there to guide me as an instructor, and I am forever thankful for everything that he has done for me, but also everything that he continues to do for the students of the Iowa Central Agriculture Program. As I reflect on the people who have helped make my time at Iowa Central one of the best, I hope that you do some reflecting too. I quickly want to thank the faculty and staff that I have become to know over my time for the guidance and leadership, for the people that I have met, and the memories that were made. Lastly, a huge thank you to my family for always supporting me on this journey as I chase some of my biggest goals. As we continue with the next step of our lives, whether that be transferring onto a university, returning to your family farm, or entering the workforce, I hope that you take this quote with you by author Shannon Alder. She reminds us that if you chase anything in life, chase the things that get you excited about living. Chase the things that give you hope, happiness, and a glimpse of a better life. Chase the things that inspire you to think, create, and live joyfully. Chase the things that reinforce in your soul that you can make a difference. Chase the things that make you want to transform your heart from selfish to selfless. When you chase that kind of storm, you are chasing rainbows. I hope that you never forget to continue to chase your rainbows, your dreams, and your passion. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Ruth and Gabrielle. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our graduation speaker for this evening. James Roteman is the CEO of Pocahontas Community Hospital. He has held this role since 2004. Prior to becoming CEO, he worked as radiology director at Pocahontas County Hospital, and has been employed there since 1992. He also serves as the Unity Point Health Fort Dodge Rural Hospital Liaison, along with managed hospitals in our region. James also serves on the Iowa Hospice Board of Directors, along with multiple other boards at the state and local levels. James is a Gowrie, Iowa native, graduated from Prairie Community High School, and attended college here at Iowa Central Community College for radiologic technology. James later furthered his education by earning a degree in business administration and healthcare. James and his wife Julie have been married for 28 years and have made Pocahontas their home since 1992. They are proud parents of 2 children. Daughter Nicole and her husband Chris recently welcomed their first child, Kaysen. She is a hospice social worker at Unity Point Health in Waterloo. Son Austin is a recent Briarcliff University graduate and is currently working toward obtaining his electrician license at KW Electric in Emmitsburg. James is an avid hunter and fisherman. James spends a majority of his free time at the Roteman family wetlands just outside of Pocahontas. James and Julie are enjoying their newest promotion to Grandpa and Grandma to their grandson, Kaysen James.
Hello, everyone. I would like to start off by saying thanks to Mary Ludwig and the committee for asking me to be a part of the 2021 Iowa Central Community College commencement. I am truly honored to be here today to take part in this event. As I began to write today's address to the graduates, it didn't take me long to think back to 1992 when I graduated from Iowa Central and was a part of the very first graduating class of radiologic technologists. I was sitting there like many of you wondering not only where tomorrow will take us, but more importantly, wondering how long this graduation ceremony is going to last. This college has undergone many changes over the last 30 years. As I walked around the campus today, thinking about the time I spent here, it was very easy to see why Iowa Central has become one of the most popular community colleges in the state. I researched some of the enrollment numbers to discover that the year I graduated from this college, enrollment was at approximately 2,200 students. I found it quite amazing that in 2021, enrollment at Iowa Central has grown to almost 5,000 students. In 1992, there were no housing units, and today there are 16. The Triton Cafe has certainly changed, and there was no need for a parking ramp back then. But most importantly, you have a beautiful lake today to sit by and study on those sunny afternoons. I would like to congratulate everyone who has had a part in this transition that has taken place in making Iowa Central the community college it is today, a college that I can say I am proud to be a graduate of. Now my message to the graduates. Today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about healthcare, which is a profession that I feel very lucky to be a part of. But more importantly, the challenges that come with being a part of the team that is responsible for the care of the many people who trust us to do just that. Upon my graduation from this college, I moved to Pocahontas and began my career at the hospital there. Over the last 30 years, my personal role at the hospital has changed, but the hospital's commitment to the people we serve has stayed the same. Iowa Central has had a huge impact in the workforce at not only Trinity Regional Medical Center here in Fort Dodge, but also at the surrounding hospitals in this region. All of these facilities are filled with graduates of this college who work in many different departments, and there is no question that our hospitals would struggle way more with staffing than they do today if it was not for this college and the students who attended it. People who choose healthcare, the healthcare field, are very lucky. They are given a chance on a daily basis to be able to impact the lives of the people they serve and care for. This is a responsibility that cannot be taken lightly, but it is a responsibility that comes with great honor and self-worth. Healthcare in general can be very challenging. With reduced reimbursements, declining populations in the rural setting, a struggling workforce that tends to migrate to larger populated areas, and the ever-growing inability to recruit and retain providers and physicians in our rural settings, all of that being said, the challenges that healthcare workers have faced since March with the outbreak of COVID-19 is a challenge that none of us have ever faced before. The challenges we faced at PCH were really no more or less important or difficult than the challenges that any of you or any business faced. They were simply different. Some may think that since we work in healthcare that our challenges were way worse, but that is not true at all. As I watch small businesses struggle from being shut down, or children, parents, and teachers try to understand what this new style of education actually is, it was clear to me that the challenges were indeed very equal. There is no question that our hospital was challenged in many ways, whether it be staffing, bed shortages, or a constant flow of patients through our emergency room. Like all hospitals in the state of Iowa, we have endured what has become the busiest 10-month stretch in the history of PCH, and it was filled with many peaks and valleys. When we get to the point where we can look back and try to understand what just happened, I think we will discover that this challenge that I keep bringing up was simply another opportunity for us to continue to meet the needs of the patients we serve. That opportunity is what I'm here to talk about today as I begin to wrap up my address to the students. When we look back at those challenges over the last 10 months, we have decided to look at it as an opportunity for us to grow in how we give care, and how this opportunity has enabled us to find better ways to be able to continue to meet the needs of our patients no matter what the circumstances are. The great news is, even though we have been talking about the healthcare profession, I know many of the graduates listening today are not going into the healthcare field. But you were all lucky. You will still have the same ability to do what we try to do every single day. I challenge all of you to try to make an impact in the lives of not only your family and the people you work with, but the company that you work for. This happens many times when we don't even try to do it, but in some situations, it also takes an effort for us to do things differently and for different reasons. I also ask that you look at the challenges that you face as you go out and begin your new careers as opportunities to not only make yourself better, but to also impact and improve whichever profession you are going into or whomever you are employed by. I can tell you as a hospital leader, I am only as good as the people I surround myself with. And our facility is only as good as the people who work there. I am asking each and every one of you to be that person that can make your boss or employer better. If you are the person in charge, I also challenge you to be better and to give your employees all the resources they need to be better in what they do and how they live. I really ask you to make a difference. It can happen in many different ways, but do not ever underestimate the difference that you can make in the lives of the people you are surrounded by or the company that you work for. At our hospital, we never want our employees to underestimate the difference they can make in the lives of, most importantly, the patients, their peers and coworkers, and lastly, themselves. There is no class or instructor that can prepare you or teach you exactly how important it is to be involved in your communities, to set examples that your children can follow, and to be there for people, even when they are not your family, and to wake up each morning to try to do more than you did yesterday. That is called making a difference. Some of you may wonder how you can influence or make a difference with your peers or coworkers. Some of the most important things you can do as an employee is lead by example. Be committed to your facility, do what is right, and above all, make yourself a valued employee that can be counted on by your manager or supervisor, but most of all, relied upon by your coworkers. I challenge you to meet the changes that lay ahead as opportunities to make you and the people around you better, embrace them and use them to make even more opportunities. As you advance through your career, the only person you really must answer to is yourself. And this is how making a difference can influence you. Whether it's at the end of the day or the end of your career, if you can look back and see that you've had made a difference, you will be rewarding yourself. Many of you have probably heard the story about the pebble, and that if you take a pebble and throw it in a pond, how much water does it impact? The answer is, it impacts every bit of water in that pond. The pebble hits the water and makes a ripple. That ripple affects more water until every bit of water in that pond is impacted. I feel like that life can be a pond in that we are all pebbles. And never underestimate the difference that one pebble can make. All of us start out as pebbles and grow into rocks and boulders. But the fact is, the pebbles are just as important as the boulders, and no matter your size, your occupation, color, or race, we are all given the opportunity to impact so many if we make it a priority. One last story that I would like to leave you with is titled The Starfish Story. The story was adapted from the book called The Star Thrower by Lauren Isley, and it goes like this. One day, a man was walking along the beach when he noticed a boy hurriedly picking up and throwing things into the ocean. Approaching the boy, he asked, "Young man, what are you doing?" The boy replied, "Throwing starfish back into the ocean. The surf is up and the tide is going out, and if I don't throw them back, they'll die." The man laughed to himself and said, "Don't you realize that there are miles and miles of beach and hundreds of starfish? You can't make any difference." After listening politely, the boy bent down and picked up another starfish and threw it into the surf. Then, smiling at the man, he said, "I made a difference to that one." As you leave this great college and move on to bigger and better things, go look for opportunities that may be sometimes disguised as challenges, and use those opportunities to make yourself and everyone around you better. Thank you once again for allowing me to be a part of your special day today, and congratulations to all you students. What an accomplishment and what an honor. Now go chase those dreams and turn those challenges into opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roatman. And now, under the direction of Will Lopes, the Triton Singers will present Thankful.
Some days we forget to look around us. Some days we can't see the joy that surrounds us. So caught up inside ourselves, we take what we should give. So tonight we pray, Lord, running up and read, and on this day we hope for. What we still can't see, it's up to us to be
Thank you, Will, and the Triton Singers. It is now my privilege to present the graduates for the conferring of degrees. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Iowa Central Community College, and contingent upon the successful completion of all coursework, I hereby confer upon you the high school equivalency diploma, the certificates, diplomas, and degrees of Associate of Applied Sciences, Associate of Applied Arts, Associate of Professional Studies, Associate of General Studies, Associate of Sciences, and Associate of Arts.
On behalf of the entire Iowa Central team, we want to recognize you for your accomplishments. We are very proud of each and every one of you. We will now begin the presentation of students and degrees for the 2021 academic year. Names will appear in alphabetical order by last name. Congratulations, students.
We now present the candidates for the high school equivalency diploma. We now present the candidates for the certificates, diplomas, and degrees of Associates of Applied Sciences, Associates of Applied Arts, Associates of Professional Studies, Associates of General Studies, Associates of Science, and Associates of Arts.
Mr. Crimmins, this concludes the presentation of all graduates.
Graduates, you may switch your tassels.
Our commencement exercise will conclude with a special tribute to our graduates. From the entire Iowa Central Community College family, the images represent our student body participating in various events throughout the 2021 academic year. Thank you, students, for representing Iowa Central and for those fond memories. And it now, in dedication to the 2021 graduates of Iowa Central Community College.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I will cry out now. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah. I know I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. You did it!
Hats off to you.
Way to go!
Congrats.
Well done! We're proud of you!
Best wishes. Right and strong. Go Triton.